Yeah. Hi friends, I hope you're having a lovely day today. Today I want to have a conversation with you about how to begin to take street portraits on the street. I've been doing this for a while, I'm still learning a lot, but I have a few things that might help you in your journey. The first thing is to make a plan. So this is something that happens in the comfort of your home. You go into a dark room and light a candle and start to put together plans of what you want this thing to look like, a project, if you will. And this is something that can shift over time, but the idea of this is that you want to create constraints for yourself because creativity operates the best in a box. So the second thing, which also kind of happens in the safety of your home, is to pick out your gear. So you want to have something that can feel very intuitive to you and something where you're not fumbling around. I would recommend just going out with a camera and a lens, a single prime lens. 50 millimeters, what I like to use. 35s are great. You can get a little bit more of the environment that way. It all depends on the plan of your project, right? So if you want to go after a bit more of a street style type vibe, then you could go with maybe like an 85 or even like a 1015 to 58. That's a good idea. So that is that. I would say that make a plan, pick your gear. The next thing that happens on the street is you go out and you actually start taking portraits of people. The way that there are many different ways to do this. Everybody has a different style. And I've spoken to many different street photographers, and they all have different ways of approaching people on the streets. And for me, what works is I like to find the person that I want to take a photo of, walk up to them, and in the calmest way possible, because you have to think about what they're feeling when you're walking up to them. They're thinking, oh boy, this person's they're gonna ask me for money. They might stab me, depending on what city you're in and how you look as a person. You don't want to approach them with energy. You want to approach them with calmness. I think about Brandon Stanton of Humans of New York. When he walks up to people, he says he gets almost smaller and he's very meek and quiet. This is I found is the best way to approach people on the street. What I do when I walk up to said people is sorry, there's a garbage truck just going crazy out there. Garbage truck party. There's like 18 garbage trucks. Not really. Garbage try. That's my wife, by the way. She's filming some other stuff. I think at that point you thought I was gonna start over again. So anyway. So I approach people calmly, and then I go into full disclosure. I say, this is what I'm doing, and in the simplest terms. Hi there, I am a street photographer. I take photos of interesting people on the street, and I would like to take your photo, which implies to them that I think that they're an interesting person, which I like to do. So,
good Lord.
Full disclosure on the street is a great way to go about things, and then people understand. If they're going to say no, you know what they're saying no to. You know they understand what you're about, what you're trying to do. And also, back to picking your gear. When you pick your gear, this can be an iPhone. I mean, you can walk up to people and say, hey, I'm starting this project where I'm taking portraits of people on the street with my iPhone. Would that be okay with you? And people are generally very welcoming of that concept. There are people that will say no, and that's okay. That's going to be part of it. But that is how you begin to take street portraits and continue to kick the fear of walking up to people if you have that. I've met a select few people that don't tend to have that, and I think they're robots because I haven't figured that out yet. It is okay to what I forget where I was going with that. What was I saying, Christina?
It's good to walk up to people on the street, full disclosure. If they say no, then they know what to no to.
No.
And then kick the fear.
Go, yeah, punt the fear and just kind of push yourself through that. You think of some sort of extreme sports motorbike rider that is now about to go off the ledge and do his double backflip, and he could die. You want to approach it that way and just freaking woo! That sort of thing. So, with that said, I hope that was helpful to you. And let me know your thoughts below, and like the video if you liked it, and I hope you have a lovely day. Goodbye.